Triple H is not a fucking racist. And La Familia is still in this, and now Final Testament has to go is ridiculous.
Fuck Paul Ellen. Like, that's borderline crack. I'm not even going to take. I'm not even.
And Charlotte's probably got the most aura.
His words. Metal's cool. Okay, let me just go ahead and say that.
Who likes it? He's a great promo.
What about Nick Nemeth gets me emotionally invested?
Drifting on a melody.
Y'all niggas gotta go to bed.
Goodness, what is
great.
that? What is that smell? It smells like summer solstice. It smells like a new season in the air. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Don't adjust your TVs or phone screens or anything like that. We are live. We are back. Season 3, 3D Wrestling Podcast. It's been a while. We needed that well-deserved vacation. I saw Duran pop up in here, but we'll get him back on in a second. But gentlemen, how are y'all feeling?
Hey, Big O just texted. He was like, Glock Lesnar is hilarious.
This is ridiculous.
Shout out to all tuning in.
Daniel, you're muted. Oh, then you already see. That's what happened. You go outside, you already having mic problems and everything. It's crazy.
There we go. Okay. Gentlemen, it is a pleasure to be back. Dre, what a video. I was grinning ear to ear the whole time. Nate, welcome back. Season 3. Nate the Kid is back with us. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It has been a little minute, but it feels so good to be back feeling like Triple H and O2 with all 13 layers on in the garden. You know what I'm saying? In the garden with all them layers.
Triple H in the garden. And then, like I said, we promoted it before. I said that, we coming back. We wasn't going nowhere. And
pause.
And pause. Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
Fuck a pause. We coming. All right.
All right. That's a little pause. That's a little pause word.
No, it ain't. We ain't say where it's going at, but we're just saying we're coming. We're not giving any details after that, so it ain't yet.
Well, that's crazy. But I'm gonna give a detail now. I said that we wasn't alone, and we're not. So with this 3D Wrestling Podcast, expect the unexpected, especially this season, because we gearing up for a whole lot of projects, a whole lot of things going on this year.
What the hell we doing?
So with that being said, Pun, you just mentioned this man, but actually he is
Get
here.
Get the fuck out of here! No, he ain't.
Now.
You are not.
Get the fuck out of here!
Stop!
Because we got the one and only,
ladies
and gentlemen, Odyssey is here with us.
He's not.
Where my camera at? Oh, there we go. What it do? It's your boy Odyssey. 2Ds, No Jones, aka the Triple C Corp City Crusher, aka the Marlon on a Mission, aka Big O.
Big O, baby, O in the building.
Big O in the
mother effing building. I told you I'm gonna tap in.
Hold on. Let me just say something real quick. All right. I just got to get this out while we got the man himself here. And I went on record to say this. Big O, after your debut, on the main roster on Raw. I came on this show and I said, that's how you fucking introduce somebody. That is how you do it. And I don't know, when that nigga had the two and they was both up here, I'm like, oh, this nigga got niggas like this.
You ain't even see
and
what
it
I
was
do to the show. No,
what was it, AOP? He had both them niggas like, bro. Big O, shout out to you, my man. You are such a talented human, and you got the disrespect that you received.
For sure.
I just want you to know, we out here at the 3D Wrestling Podcast, we ride at dawn for you, brother. And
Appreciate
best of
that,
luck
brother.
with
Appreciate
everything
that,
you're
man.
doing, my man.
Appreciate that.
Oh,
Much
shit.
love with that, man. Much love, for real, for real.
Yo, this is crazy. Like, y'all know this nigga. Like, this is exciting for me. Y'all know him already.
Yeah.
Like,
Because they be seeing me out. I'm old news to them.
Yeah, like y'all know him already.
Man,
You gotta just let me, just let me have my good time.
I just see outside.
Fuck out of here. You know,
he putting in work.
You know, you
right now. So
you know, you my brother. Fuck out of here. To my
always. That's them right there. Hey, I should have been tapped in, bro. When I first saw y'all doing this, that was the day we was going to watch the what were we was going to a movie or was we going to a show? I was with you, Pun, and we saw it. And I just threw my face on real quick. I was like, "Oh, Dre, I'm gonna get on."
Oh,
it's
that's
going,
when we were linking
when you were
with,
walking through the parking
Zach.
lot.
Yup, with Zach.
With
I think we were going to the Burlesque show, but I was gonna be on.
Oh, there we go. Got the love for him right there. Look at it.
I see one of if
man, I ain't pay him to say that. I promise you, I ain't pay him to say that.
Hey,
he's not on the payroll. He's not on the payroll.
Listen, I'll tell you, boys. All right, it's been a little minute.
It has.
And you know the energy that I was on, most of the time. We got some different type of energy happening these days in the world of professional wrestling. Let me just put that out there. I got a different. I'm on a different wavelength of how I previously felt about the state of this business and sport that we love so very much. Because a lot is going on right now. Some of it I'm thrilled about, and some of it I'm ready to drive over to Stamford and kick Triple H's motherfucking door down.
That's crazy.
What you start with today? The good news or the bad news?
We'll start with the bad news. We will start with the bad news. My man, Ron the Truth Killings.
Oh, we started.
We're just gonna come out the gate with it. When I tell you, like,
is this a nigga?
I genuinely had like this pit in my stomach when I read it. Because I'm thinking it's a rib. I'm thinking we're joking. I'm thinking we're just, it's June 1st. Maybe this nigga's playing like it's April Fool's. Maybe. And we got that. And it did not sit well with me. Now, all these other reports that like this nigga Corey here to just make me mad already. Look at him. Look at his face. That's a face of a nigga who's gonna try to piss me off right now.
What's good, G's?
What's going on, fellas?
What up, Corey?
How you feeling today, Daniel? Are you good?
I'm good. Big O is here. Okay, like niggas can't tell me nothing. We got Big O on the show. Like,
top I scared the world,
like,
Craig.
Yeah, like we got Big O, but yeah, Corey, we're addressing the R-Truth situation.
Oh yeah, please. I want to listen. I want to listen to this. Yes, please. Your opinions.
Oh, good.
So, I mean, I was shocked just like everybody else. I was under the conception, honestly, and people look at me crazy when I say this. I thought R-Truth was going to win the title at that Saturday night main event.
Mm.
A lot of people are saying something like that. Oh, did we lose him?
We lost O.
There might be a hurricane season out here in a little bit. Everybody losing their service and everything else.
I blame the white women.
Yeah. Am I in here? My back?
Yeah, you here. There we go. Now we got him.
Okay,
we good now.
Okay, my bad. Hold on.
All right. So yeah, Big O, you were saying that you was under the conception that R-Truth was going to win the title on Saturday night main event.
Yeah, to give him his
I second
flowers. and have him be, the champion one time for the one time, and then also to get rid of Ric Flair, because Cena would be a 17-time, right? Or was it 18-time? He would have one more than Rick if he loses it and wins it.
He got it. I think he got it already.
Did he get it already?
Yeah, when he
so that don't really matter. But at least to give, Ron K. Quick, R-Truth, whatever you want to call him, to at least give him his, due. I mean, I don't want to say it's deserving, but I feel that brother deserves it. I feel he's done a lot for this company for years. He's been with the company, I think, longer than a lot of us have been alive, bro. Which, that says a lot right there. It's not easy to be with the company for that long, So him doing that, I think he deserves something. I don't know all the stuff going on in the background. I'm sure there was contractual things. I'm sure, he wanted to stay where he was at. They might have wanted to decrease or change his role from performer to producer or whatever. I don't know. But I was shocked, just like a lot of people were shocked.
Right.
No. From what I'm hearing, if you're not generating money for the company, they see you as like you're putting us in the red. From what I'm
hearing.
Say
that, but a lot of people don't generate money for the company, and I could go down a list.
I mean, that's why they're either not renewing people contracts or they just outright cutting them.
I mean, you say that, and then Karrion Kross is the #1 shirt sales. Like, make it make sense. It's not the same.
They said the Ron Cena shirt was #1 when it
went
up.
I mean, that argument sound good in theory, but
I mean, that's what I just saw, bro. Hey, brother, I'm just a messenger.
So all I know is that R-Truth, he was one of those characters that really, no matter what, there was always a spot for him. There was always a spot for him.
That's
he
why
didn't
I thought he
have
was
to
gonna
go
stay
out and wrestle like. And yeah, I was in that same boat. I thought he was going to pin Cena clean at Saturday night's main event. I thought he was about to pin him clean. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like TKO don't give a fuck about the mom and pop shop aspect that WWE used to be.
Which to me is disheartening.
Yes, because TKO will pack you the fuck up like never mattered at all.
I mean, even outside of that, let's think of it from the fan standpoint. You got to understand the history. The first thing you do when you go to the PC is to understand the history of wrestling and what it is. I don't like to downplay it, but it's basically a circus on steroids. They travel. They travel. Not everyone, not everyone's going to be able to go to these big arenas. Not everyone's going to be able to see all the shows. That's why they have house shows. Not everyone... I don't know. I feel in their attempt to increase their accessibility, they're kind of cutting it and kind of devaluing it a bit. But, they're going to do what they're going to do. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
I mean, they told us they don't give a fuck about us when Mania seats was 40K.
Yo.
And people still packed it out. So
and let me tell you this. You know what was crazy too? Is like I was explaining to my mans about like, because he's like, why is Cody getting booed at Mania and Cena's getting cheered so much? I'm like, bro, he's getting, because all these people, like just casual fans, are the ones who be packing out Mania a lot of the years. And a lot of these people grew up watching John. A lot of those people don't even know who the fuck Cody is. Facts. They just went there to see John Cena win 17.
Right.
Like that's why Cody got booed.
If I pay 40K, bro, I better see Cena break the record.
Exactly. And yeah, like, especially think the shit that's happened, like with WrestleMania being so underwhelming, the roster cuts, the surprising ones like Dakota Kai and, obviously, with Truth going, then to have The Rock come out in February in New Orleans to let New Orleans know that WrestleMania is coming back next year. And me especially, this pissed me off because I ain't missed a single Mania in New Orleans yet. You know what I'm saying? So I was ready for next year. And for them to just be like, yeah, we're not doing it next year. What the fuck do you mean we're not doing it next year?
Hey, you talking about numbers.
Vince McMahon would never do that.
It's either going to run it back in
And
Vegas or they're going somewhere else.
yeah, they go. I think they're gonna run it back in Vegas, bro.
Me too. I think Vegas, for their standpoint, logistics wise, was great. Vegas is one of those cities that it's not a lot of movement. You could have a hotel right up the street from the stadium and a hotel right across from the stadium. You got NXT at the hotel across from the stadium, or I mean, main roster across from the stadium, NXT up the street from the stadium, and you don't need to move as much. You know, you get these convention halls, and you just have them multiple convention halls in a one hotel, and you have all the events instead of having, like, I think of Philly because I was there for Philly. You know,
yeah, me too.
You had to get a bus and travel, and it was difficult, and it was cold, and it was bad weather. So I think they just don't want to deal with that.
What was good about Philly, though,
but that was the thing with New Orleans.
The arena and stadium are right next door. That was good about Philly.
But here's the thing with New Orleans. Everything was really walking distance. I went to like 15 indie events while I was out there. All we did was drive into the French Quarter, park somewhere. We literally walked the remainder of the day. We walked to the Dome, Smoothie King, all these little bingo halls, all these little places. It was all and the thing that was cool about New Orleans was like all the fans all congregated in the French Quarter. And all the bars and stuff, like they were all like, "Oh, it's WrestleMania season," so like the bars are playing the different theme songs, and everyone, all the wrestlers. I met so many wrestlers just walking around out there. Like Elias played at a fucking bar in New Orleans. Like it was. I don't know. I'm just biased because literally, especially like WrestleMania 30 was amazing. Like it was a better show than 34. But 34 was just like such a great time.
No problem. Thank you.
And Takeover New
Appreciate
Orleans was fucking So yeah, but Vince McMahon would never announce a WrestleMania and then take that shit back.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I'll be honest. I thought WrestleMania, the next one, was going to. I really thought it was going to lead the country. I thought they would have went to
London or Saudi.
Yeah, something like, which to me, and I hate to say it, I know there's a lot of fans outside of the country. I think that's one of the worst things to do. I think you do, have the big two, well, the big four really be in the country, and then have the smaller ones be out of the country. Because the thought of WrestleMania in, Australia or, Japan, or it sounds cool in theory, but that's got to be a headache. When you get past the fan part and you think of the business part, just the logistics of it. Think about it. They'd have to ship a ring out there. They'd have to ship multiple rings out there.
They're doing,
and we got to wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, we got to, and WrestleMania going to be at 5 a.m. Like, we got to get up at 5 a.m.
Ridiculous, bro.
This ain't Wrestle Kingdom. We ain't doing
Rumble. Think about Rumble being in Saudi, because now they have to fly out like 80 wrestlers for Rumble, because 30 women, 30 men, plus the matches in between, plus referees. Like
all the suits in the back.
Yeah, I mean, as far as just on air talent, you're flying out at least 80 people between refs, wrestlers, and the announcers.
As crazy as it sounds, those are the easy things to transport. Think about the rings. Think about the cameras. Think about the big projectors and all that.
You got the lighting and truss,
lighting,
and cables,
like it's so much, and then redundancy is a thing. So you can't just send out one. You sending out 2, 3, 4 of them. They might have to send out 4 rings, a practice ring here, a practice ring there, a ring in there to work for the show, extra cameras, extra equipment, extra. It's just a lot, man. It's a lot.
And you got to get Stu over there too. Stu's got to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can't do it without him.
Got to get Big Stu over there.
And then plus we're eliminating all the other stuff because, like, as you know, WrestleMania was in Vegas, but while in Vegas, you got a whole bunch of indie shows going on at the same time. You got Wale Mania, you got Fourth Rope. If you're going to places like Saudi,
RP Wale Mania.
If you're going to,
word on the street is it might not be gone. It just might go corporate too. So I think, and don't quote me on this. I was talking to people and nothing's finite yet. What I heard was that Netflix basically is looking to buy it out. So it's going to be, before it was Wale Mania presented by Netflix. Now it's going to be Netflix presents Wale Mania.
Get paid, young man. Get paid.
Hey,
Trash.
basically gets corporate, maybe a little whitewash, maybe a little overproduced, and not so much for the culture. But I mean, just like everything else good that happens, it gets taken. It is what it. Welcome to America, buddy. I don't know what to tell
See,
you.
here's the thing that I would like that would strike me as a problem is that Wale Mania featured wrestlers from different companies.
Mm-hmm.
So is this going to be only WWE guys if it's on Netflix?
Oh no!
I don't know.
This year they had.
Great question.
This year was Netflix, and they had AEW people on. They had
No, but what I'm saying
they
is
had
if they should if it's Netflix presents and they air it on Netflix,
most likely
what
because of TKO. If TKO is basically taking over everything, if they're trying to have UFC now go to Netflix, then it's just only a matter of time. So everything is just like Big O says, going to be monopolized, and that's going to be that. So
which is so awful to me, like to take away diversity. And I know we go through DEI in our country right now, but just to take away diversity, in its totality in wrestling, seeing them buy out AAA and talks about them working with, I think, All Japan or whatever, and all that stuff, it's just upsetting.
It makes it a little hard for anyone to go to the indie market because you're kind of co-owned now by the biggest company. So
the indie market's basically, it's dwindling slowly.
Especially with the ID program, huh?
Yeah, facts. Because now
that's probably got to take a little bit of a toll.
Because now a lot of these indies like that are ID, now they're like limited on, because they're not trying to piss WWE off because WWE sending them bread to, to take care of these people, whatever. So now they're not trying to piss the E off. So they're not booking. I see like ROW, Booker T's thing. They send NXT people, or they Natalia goes out there. They're not bringing in people from AEW now because Booker T ain't trying to piss them off because he gets some chicken from the Eats, to run his company.
That nigga Triple H moving a little funny these days, bro. He moving a little funny.
It's not all Triple H.
It's not. He's just the guy. He's just the guy.
There's a bunch of people.
His name? Ari? That motherfucker's name? Ari Emanuel?
There's a whole bunch of people in suits in the back that makes decisions for everyone else. That's just always.
Well, as our good friend Big O, I don't know if you know this, but our good friend of the podcast, Kerry and Nathaniel Cross, as he would say, suits in the back, go fuck yourselves, all right? Or suits in the truck, go fuck yourself.
It's suits in the truck, suits in the back. It's like that. Yeah. You go back there backstage, you walk around, it's just a bunch of suits with no name just there doing things.
Yo, let me just go off real quick, bro. The fact that we didn't get to have Big O and fucking Bronson Reed out here slapping meat on a main event.
Meaty men slapping meat. A little meat on meat never hurt nobody, son.
A little meat
on meat never hurt nobody.
Why you want me to fight O?
Nah, bro. The fact that I ain't get Big O versus Hanson, all right, or fucking Ivar. I didn't get Big O versus Ivar.
Hey,
God, come on.
Who knows what the future holds, bro?
I was about to say, who knows what the future holds.
I was so mad, bro. My God, I was so mad.
Small world, brother.
I have two questions, right? One is directed to the group, and the other is directed straight to O. So the group question I'm going to ask is, how do y'all feel about Trick becoming TNA World Champion?
Genius.
And then the question to Big O is, like, what is that feeling coming out? Like when you came out to Raw, your very first night you came out to Raw. Like, what is that feeling like compared to coming out to NXT crowd?
I want O to go first.
I'll answer both. So with TNA, I think it was expected, low key. Everyone kind of thought Joe Henry would be going up, especially with the whole, he was on WrestleMania, bro, with Randy Orton of all people. So I thought Joe Henry would probably be leaving soon, and Trick is hot, and they got to have something to do with him. They're running out. You could have him go for the title so many times, So that was running its course, and they needed new challenge for him. For me, the debut was awesome. I mean,
yes, it was, King. Yes, it was.
I was patiently waiting, and doing the right thing, and doing what they wanted, and they was flying me out week in, week out to basically just sit there, and I'm just happy that that God gave me that moment, because I always said if I had a chance, I don't need a lot. I just need a second. I'm gonna make waves. I had my 3 weeks.
You did that,
and I made my shit shake with my 3 weeks. So I'm happy it went well. It was responded well, and the rest is history at this point. Bygones is bygones. I move on and keep it pushing.
Chef's kiss. That was a chef's kiss. That fucking debut. Goddamn it! Go ahead, Pun. I'm sorry. I'm getting heated over here, right? Because I'm mad.
I know. No, trust me. I know, bro.
It's all good. It's all good.
So that was one of the things that that I commend you for, because me and you, bro, we was, me and you, we chatted that entire time when you got when you remember me and my mom came out here, and me and my mom stood up to watch the draft to see you get drafted. So that's why I commend you for it, bro, because regardless of, even though they were flying you in, you work dark matches, or you work house shows, or you worked in India, regardless of what, anytime they called you, you know what I mean, you told me, bro, the lady that was doing the bookings, that she commended you for the attitude you have, that you always had a positive mindset regardless of the situation, and you just had the mindset of, whenever they call me, I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah, I mean, even I don't think the positivity. Okay, you personally got to see me go from my high to my low within a month, and even though I was upset, I never really changed. I was still smiling, still happy, still chilling, still outside. I was out with you for your birthday, ripping shots and chilling. You know what I mean? I'm still, me. Opportunities come and go, unfortunately. But that don't change who I am as a person. That's always how I've been. As I go through this situation and wait until, whatever, 2 years or however long it takes to get it done, I'm still not going to change, because that's not a reflection of me. That's not how I am. Why am I going to be anything but me? I don't know how to be anything but me.
That's what's up.
I think we
will say this, because there were countless times throughout, between draft and debut, that one of the three of us would just randomly be like, "Hey, yo, where the fuck is Odyssey Jones at?"
Little did they know, bro. Little did they know.
Catching checks.
Niggas looking for, like, where is Odyssey Jones at?
But if they heard the some of the nonsense that you was about to get, bro, it worked out like it was supposed to, I think.
It always does.
Yeah, that was crazy. What was the group question again?
About Trick winning the title. So I'll chime in real quick. Basically,
Trick, go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, Trick winning the title. I mean, yeah, it's different for the industry. We obviously got a whole thing going on with worlds colliding, no pun intended. We got TNA titles being defended on NXT TV. Like it's different. It's a different era, and we can't even say bringing eyes to the product anymore, because now we're kind of conjoined into one product. Like you're watching TNA, and then you're seeing NXT people all over it. You're watching NXT and you're seeing TNA and Evolving all over it. So it's just like, I think honestly, we're witnessing a big monopoly this year in general, all in one. So we're just bringing up new titles, so to speak. And there's a little bit, we criticize old AEW because like they used to do that and having multiple title matches from different companies on that program. They would be, we're going to do a Ring of Honor world title here on Dynamite,
It just didn't work though.
Yeah, it kind of didn't, because it was like, random. But this one,
I think that's a little different. I think that's a little different, though. I think that's different because we literally wouldn't know anything about that ROH. It would be two people on the ROH roster that we did not see on any AEW TV that are just defending their title on the pay-per-view. This is someone in NXT going after the TNA title. That's where I think the differences is, and that's why I wouldn't get mad at it, because I would get mad seeing Athena and this Billy Starks on an AEW pay-per-view when I haven't seen either of you at all on AEW. That's where the difference for me would be in the two situations.
So
I just
great
want
idea, bad execution.
pretty much, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Go ahead.
Go
my
ahead,
bad,
Pun.
y'all.
No, go
I was
ahead,
just
Pun.
gonna say, I was just gonna say, which is funny because like this is a lot of the shit that, I mean, like with as far as the eating, because a lot of people always wanted like, kind of sort of they want to eat the WWE to stop being so petty with the other companies, and then now WWE's working with other companies, and that shit sucks. So it's like, it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, high key, maybe we should go back to the E being petty and being like, fuck TNA, fuck AEW, everybody could suck my dick. That's what Vince would have did.
See,
Yeah.
I personally, I don't dislike the crossover between TNA and NXT. And let me tell you this, and this is one thing that's come to my attention, and this is just me personally, not speaking for anyone, with Trick winning the title, and now insert Mike Santana.
Insert AJ Francis too. Dang.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but when it comes to Joe Hendry, and then when it comes to Mike Santana, Joe Hendry is over because of the gimmick, you know, the theme, all of that stuff. But it seems to me the thing that Mike Santana has over Joe Hendry is that people are getting like emotionally invested in Mike Santana. And I don't think people were ever really emotionally invested in Joe Hendry like that. Am I off base by that statement? If I am, please correct me.
It was in Orlando, bro. I swear to you, last night in NXT, I haven't been to NXT since before Mania because I ain't gonna lie, I got to some shit. Some shit popped off, but I was
That's
good.
what
I was being a
outside
good
gets
person.
you. But go ahead.
No. I was doing a good service. Okay, like there was somebody. Yeah. I mean, I think y'all all know the story. Like that dude that was talking about pistol whipping Kaylani and calling.
Buddy was wild.
Yeah. He called Lucian shout out to Nam. He called him an orangutan, like race. That was some racist shit, bro. And
That's
then,
racist.
Then throwing you know what I mean, getting in women's faces and then men, yeah, it bros a lot. So like that was why I was laying low for a bit. But I went yesterday, bro, because you know I wanted to see Mike Santana and Trick. And bro, I swear to you, like 90% of Poinciana was in that building.
Oh, Santana from out here?
No, I mean he's Puerto Rican, and there's mad Puerto Ricans in Kissimmee. So they all showed up to go see Mike Santana. Bro, there was like 45 Puerto Rican flags in the crowd.
And plus,
Yeah,
half
bro,
of Florida,
like people are invested.
Anyway. Half of Florida from New York anyway, so that's just New York
Yeah,
support.
oh yeah, that too.
All Mike had to say was that I'm from the Bronx. That's all he needed.
That was it.
So, because think about it, Joe Hendry losing that title, like no one's clamoring to even get the rematch. Nobody's clamoring like, oh, Joe's got to get that belt back. Niggas moved right on.
Right.
Like we moved right on, and nobody batted an eye.
So we're gonna shift gears real quick because I don't know how long we got 0 for, but like I said,
as long as y'all need, I'm chilling.
Okay. So then
I gotta head out, fellas. It was good chatting with y'all for a minute. But I'm about to
where the fuck Corey going?
Look, I got shit I gotta do, bro.
Look at the shirt. You already know where he's going.
You know where he's going. I'll see a picture on Instagram later, wherever the fuck he's going. So it's all right.
Matter of fact, hold on. You want to talk about me being outside? No, that motherfucker be outside.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't go anywhere in public with Corey. Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no. I'm way too domesticated to be out with Corey.
I'd be inside way more than Corey.
I'd be inside.
I can believe that. Inside where? Inside who?
I haven't
inside who? Inside who?
Yeah.
Inside who?
Nigga said I'd be inside. Motherfucker, stay outside.
No comment.
It's crazy.
Bro.
But I catch y'all.
Corey be outside.
All right, Corey.
All right.
What kind of gears you trying to switch here, Draymond?
We're just going to go back to going back to basics this episode. Like I said, it's season 3. So if there's any new faces, because like I said, stuff has been kicking off on social medias everywhere, Instagram, TikToks. We still getting likes off of every single thing that we put out. So if there's any new faces, just want to, like I said, go back to basics, our bread and butter. So I think we're going. It's been a minute, so I think we should do our 3VP of the week.
Yes, sir.
If that's cool, and then if we get Odyssey back on, which get his very first one as well too. So. Alrighty, so if you're a new face to the podcast, one, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. We are live every Wednesday at this time ish, like 8ish and whatnot. So if you are new here, we do a 3VP of the week. It doesn't have to be pretty. We basically choose our MVP of the week. It could be not Tyrese Halliburton. It could be,
no,
he didn't get the vote.
It can't be the Knicks.
But it could literally be anybody, any wrestler that you choose, past, present, or even the future. So that's basically
what the hell?
What the hell? What the Halle Berry? Go Pacers, by the way, even though they're gonna lose. So yeah, if anybody want to kick it off with your 3VP of the week,
I don't mind. I'm gonna go simple. I'm gonna go quick and easy. The one and only glamorous one, okay. Mariah May. Shout out to Mariah fucking May. That girl used to be one of the little like WWE shop influencer girls. You know what I'm saying? Like she did that. Then she went over to Japan. Then she went to AEW. She conquered both territories, as they would say back in the day. Mariah May conquered everywhere she went, and she made it. First of all, I listened to her on Busted Open with Bully, and she's literally just shit talking. Like she's just shit talking.
I'm sorry, I'm childish.
Why are you laughing? You don't like Bully?
No, it was Busted Open.
Oh, really? But so, and just from how she was talking, because she's like, yeah, I don't like all that flippy shit. I don't know why they do all that. She's like, I'm here for the stories. I'm here for the drama. I'm here to, and I'm like, oh, this girl's going to go to the WWE one day. And I guess apparently that's been her plan the entire time, was that she was going to go to the WWE. And
she
conquered everywhere she went. And oh yeah, she's getting bread. And yeah, I think it is incredible.
She getting less than AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? She already seemed to me too big for NXT.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I think a lot of people came in, especially, let me rephrase. A lot of extremely talented women came into NXT around the same time. So I think we're already seeing some of them kind of get sifted up and down. I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw Julia. Then again, I don't watch every week, so I'm not really tapped in. Yeah. But a lot of them I feel get lost in the sauce because there's just too much talent. And when you have too much talent, you gotta move them. You gotta work with it. And I feel also, especially nowadays, they don't like doing. It's partly not their fault. It's partly because society's attention span is so short, but we don't have the days of like long-term feuds, long-term storytelling. Like it's not really a thing anymore. So we'll see.
That's all. Like I miss, and like here's the thing. They're trying to still. It's so hard to get get so emotionally invested in like literally anything across all companies. I'm talking like that Kofi Mania investment. You know what I'm saying? Like that bloodline investment, like that Sammy versus Roman at Elimination Chamber, where Roman wasn't gonna lose, but you were just so invested in, and during the match, you're like, oh shit, Sammy might do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that investment. And like, I feel like we're not getting that across the board of television pro wrestling. You know, like I do like what they're doing with the world title in AEW. I do like the Hangman shit going on. I am enjoying that. But it's like I'm talking nothing seems too must see to me right now.
That's a fact.
Cat.
So
Cat, my big sister is the goddamn United States champion. I'm invested.
Well deserved by her too, because she was like that.
She worked her ass
Not
off.
like she is like that. She's nice. She just didn't get a chance to now. So I love seeing it.
Oh, Dre, you want to? I don't know if O was listening. Would you like to explain the segment right now?
Oh yeah. So what we're doing is picking. So it's called our 3VP of the week. So what we're doing is picking our MVP of the week, pretty much. And it doesn't have to be anyone that's done anything this particular week. It could be past, present, future. It could be a random selection of anyone. So basically, oh, you got yours already? All right, you can kick it off.
Easy. AJ Francis.
Motherfucking right.
Brother came to the E. First things first, let's rewind. Before he made it to the E, he started wrestling, I think, 1.5 years, 2 years prior, which is unheard of in itself, right? Came to the E, did his thing, got called up within 1 year or 2 of being with the company, did his thing, got released, left, did his thing, came back, did his thing, left again, went to TNA, got his second contract at TNA, and that brother be on the grind, bro. I see him everywhere, man. I had a match with him. One of my first matches back was actually, I think it was my first match.
Your first match back was AJ.
In at the tavern
establishment.
with why am I drawing a blank on the name? Empowerment?
With DMC and
Establishment.
Establishment. DMC
Establishment
and
wrestling, man. AJ. I'm a little biased because that's my dog. That's my big brother right there. So I'm a little biased. But AJ works, bro. And he don't work and do all that crap. He go out there and put good stories together, good matches. He's on his grind, TNA every day. Now you're going to see him on TNA. I think you'll see him on NXT damn near every week. So you're going to see him, and you're going to see him do that. And then you're still going to see him working, ROW. And I think he's a coach there at ROW.
He's the head coach and for promos.
Bro. My 3VP is Huhada, AJ Francis, bro. He does his thing. He's on the grind. He's always working, always hustling, and a cool brother. Good people's down to earth. Talk to you about anything and everything. But that's easy for me. That's my 3VP.
That's what's up. That's dope. And people forget that AJ was also, before he even got on NXT, was the host of that. What was it, Most Wanted Treasures show?
Which was a great show, by the way.
Yeah.
Crazy show. Like
that shit was trash after he left.
It was.
Yeah, they still had the show going when they released him. I don't know. I don't know what heat that brother got. I don't know.
They canceled the show now. I think they canceled the show now.
Yeah, because I thought he made the show.
Yeah, for real.
Like he made the show, him knowing his knowledge with wrestling and being charismatic and chopping it up and comfortable in all, places with all people. He made the show. Of course, we got to cancel it after he leaves, man.
It's insane. Pun 3VP of the week.
I'm gonna give another biased answer, but I'm gonna give it to the big man, Jack Talos, showing up in all Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh yeah, he just debuted the other day. Yeah, shout out to my brother too, man. Doing his thing, well deserved.
Talos, man. Yep, Zion. I don't know what's his name. Is his real name Zion? Just Zion now?
I think it's just Zion. He's been out there for a hot little second, like a month of change, maybe. Again, doing his thing. Especially talking to those brothers and seeing the grind and seeing them, the roller coaster, the up, the down, the up and down. It's beautiful to see that and to see them doing their thing. That's for sure. That's a good one right there.
My 3VP of the week is going to be a little biased too, but we haven't been on in a minute, so I just got to give him his props because I've always wanted to say this. It's going to be Karrion Kross. because
Gary Nathaniel, our friend.
Carrying Cross, because like for years we've always asked the question, what's going on? Why is he not getting pushed to this level? And then it was like it started making a little bit of sense. Okay, maybe it's the crowd connection. He's not getting any cheers or any boos. He's not getting anything. And then now it just organically rose to the point where after that WrestleMania blow up and stuff like that, even before that, when it was at the when he did the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, as soon as he got eliminated, crowd started booing. When he showed up at WrestleMania, he got a pop at WrestleMania. And every single, and you think, oh, it's because he's in Vegas, that's his hometown. No, every single week after that, this man is getting pops, loud cheers every time he shows on TV, loud cheers. Every time he wrestles on main event, loud cheers. So now it's organically, and then as you said earlier, #1 t-shirt merchandise. That's the answer to everything. Merchandise, numbers. Like,
well, y'all better continue this love afterwards.
Yeah, because I see now stuff about probably his contract, and it's like it's crazy. It shouldn't be like.
So the company does stuff like that. I know with my contract, they didn't re-sign it until actually after. So my contract ended, and I think it was like
it was May, wasn't it?
It was re-signed in May, but what they did was they amended it and they gave me like a month-long contract, and they made me re-sign a contract. But I guess they knew what I didn't know, right? At the time they knew that I was going to get moved up, and I didn't know that, so that's why they did it like that. But we'll see, because they might pop it up to him, last week. I'll say this though, wherever he goes, he'll be fine. If he's with the WWE still with Scarlett, or if he leaves, and if he decides, if AEW talks to him, or if he wants to go back to the independent scene or back to Japan, because I believe he was in Japan for a bit in the past, I think he'll be just fine. I think he's talented, and even beyond that, he's a good brother. When I went through what I went through, he was actually one of the first people to contact me. That means a lot to me. Him, and now I sit and think about it. Him, Trick Williams reached out, the EJ. A lot of people, but they were one of the first people to contact me, and one of the first people to stay in touch. One of the only people to stay in touch with me as well as I went through the whole thing. So much love.
That's what's up.
Also Puerto Rican.
God, I didn't even know.
Yeah, he Puerto Rican
Karrion
too.
Kross, Puerto Rican.
So
you know. Okay, that's what's up.
All right. Well, now we about
that's
to.
That's Karrion Nathaniel Cross, all right?
That's
Karrion Daddy Yankee Cross.
Karrion Daddy Yankee. Karrion Gasolina Cross. Oh no, actually Karrion Caliente Cross. There we go.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one with a K. Oh wait, no, not triple. No, it can't be the third K. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah, chill with that. Chill with that, B. Can't be doing that.
Yeah, they already calling Triple H Triple K.
Yeah,
they sure are.
We don't need that extra added on. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up with the last thing that we usually do, and that's like I said, game of Wrestling Jeopardy. I know Dan, you've been trying to get his win back for a minute.
Well, I hate to break your heart, but I don't think I'm gonna get through a game of Jeopardy today.
All right.
I hate to break your heart, but so we'll skip Jeopardy for right now, just for right now. But is there any gripes anybody wants to get? Any let me talk to you? Anybody wants to get into? Dre, you want to get something off your chest?
Actually, in a little bit. Let me just restart my Wi-Fi real quick, and then I'm gonna hop back on. But yeah, until then,
Odyssey Jones is here. This is crazy.
Yeah, Odyssey Jones is here. Actually, in the meantime, no, it's Odyssey. It's Odyssey.
There's no Jones.
In the meantime, Odyssey. In the meantime, Odyssey, if you want to update them on what you're currently doing and possibly some things you got going up in the future.
Okay. Currently, I've been working the indie scenes. I got a show this weekend at ALW out in Cocoa Beach, June 6th. I think it will be fire, Space Coast Convention Center. I got a couple shows coming up later in the month, June 28th. I'm going to Cleveland, Ohio. with the
what?
American. What is it? American Lucha. I'm sorry, American Lucha Core Live. And then the 29th, I get to go to North Carolina next day and work over there at AML Wrestling Promotions in North Carolina. And surprisingly, I was kind of shocked because Pun knows, you know, I was at one point about to just retire and just keep it pushing. You know, I always, especially after being on the main roster, I had a interest in financial services. I recently went out and, you know, got licensed in a few things, and that's kind of what I was leaning towards to make my career, sustain myself, and move on with my life. But some things have been popping up. I don't want to jinx it by saying anything, but you know, God's been good to me. It's got people talking for me in rooms I'm not in. Quite a few people talking for me in rooms I'm not in with some big promotions. So we'll see what the future holds. You know, before the end of the summer, I might be back contracted somewhere. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to jinx nothing, but yeah, it's exciting. I'm happy to see that things is moving properly and going in the right direction. Praise God with that. So yeah, a little something, a little piece of my life.
Haha.
And Dre,
don't. Hey,
we talked about some stuff too. We're gonna have some fun with that for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So some things.
Don't forget July.
July.
That you're wrestling. July 27th. You're wrestling at the Ocean Arena in Daytona.
Oh yeah, in Ocean Arena in Daytona again for ALW. I don't know exactly what's happening. I know I got a battle royal this week for the #1 contender for the next level championship.
The next level.
So, at ALW. So we'll see if I could pull out the dub in this battle royal. Maybe it might be a title match. Maybe it might be me getting my first bit of gold. Who knows? Who knows what happens? I just know I'll be ready for it no matter what.
But
so we'll see.
I didn't want to just downplay the Ocean Arena thing because this is also that arena. WWE runs house show, or when they used to do house shows, they used to do house shows at that arena. So my bro is back, you know what I mean, working in arenas and stuff. So I'm happy for you, brother.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's like the people that's on that show, like Cora Jade is gonna be on that show. I think Sean Benjamin's on that show too.
Mm-hmm.
Or if what's Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth is on that show too.
Oh yeah.
Relax, Dre. Relax, Dre.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, you know how you get talking about Nick Nemeth.
I didn't say nothing. Anyway. But that's what's up. And yes, yeah, we do got some other stuff brewing for the rest of this year and whatnot. What many people don't know is that Odyssey is actually another avid gamer as well too. But so we saw that
we do games out here.
We saw that NCAA is coming out very, very soon. First of all, who's your team?
So me, I use any team because I love a challenge. But I'm rocking Cuse. If I have to really play, I mean, outside of you pulling out like Oregon, you know, I'm rocking Cuse. You know what I'm saying? I'll get busy with the orange and, you know, rep my alma mater and make people scream and crash out and dashboard and shit.
That's what's up. That's dope. And
ain't been too many great games out as of late. You know what I'm saying?
Which is sad.
I beat the shit out of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I've just been chilling ever since. I loved it. I was way better than Valhalla. Tell you that. Way better than Valhalla.
I couldn't even get through Valhalla. I played. Yeah. I finished the first mission and was just like bored. I actually found myself doubling back and playing.
Wait, I'm fucking up. Not Valhalla. I loved Valhalla.
Mirage or whatever.
It blew Mirage out of the fucking water.
I forgot Mirage was even a thing. That game got no love.
Yeah, but Shadows was dope, and it's definitely a great thing that it came out before Ghost of Tsushima 2. Definitely a great thing, because Ghost 2 is about to clean up. Hell, here,
about to go crazy.
Oh yeah,
go blue. By the way, that's for me. I just want to get that out there real quick.
Kentucky?
Nah.
Michigan.
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan.
Michigan.
Ain't that a Kentucky thing too?
I don't think so. I
I don't
mean,
watch predetermined fake sports like football.
Oh,
what? I mean, it's college football. It's college football.
Yeah, it's all fake. They know who's gonna win the game. Who cares?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I watch a real
If that was
man
the case,
sport. You know.
if that was the case, Alabama would win every year.
not no more.
Yeah, facts. Now that everybody can pay too.
Man, what a time! This was a great way to bring season 3 back, Dre. Did you want to get it? Let me talk to you, or you want?
I didn't have it uploaded, so yeah, we can just part in that as we're already 56 minutes in. So I think we good for right now. And like I said, if we want to do a Wrestling Jeopardy, we can either bring it back or yeah, because I know you say you probably don't have the time right now. So
Yeah, I think we should kick it off next time with Jeopardy. Just fucking go right
I know.
into it.
So that was the plan, but then we all kind of got excited, you know.
I
We had
mean,
Big O on
when
the
you
show.
hear me with the big O over here, you know, you got Big O out here, like.
That was literally the plan.
Speaking of, where the fuck is Duran?
He was in, and then he had to go back into work.
Oh,
yeah.
So,
But yeah, he's gonna be upset that he missed this one. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for the season 3 premiere of the 3D Wrestling Podcast. My name is Daniel. You can follow me on Instagram at Daniel_Lamar. You got this guy, Mr. Outside himself, Mr. Four Walls cannot contain this man. We got the one and only Pun. The one and only Pun. You could catch him in a grocery store near you. You could catch him at the bank near you. You could catch him at the gym near you. You could basically catch him anywhere that is not confined home.
catch him at your baby mama's house.
Find him.
Catch him everywhere.
Definitely catch him
Everywhere.
there. All right. You definitely catch him there.
First of all, I'm not the motherfucker here.
oh,
Hey, yo. Okay. Pun wrestling the rap game. You know where to find him. He's doing all that pun shit. We got the patriarch himself, the one and only Dre Macon, the man who runs all this shit. Dre, I need you to send me the new intro video too, because I'd really like to have that.
Yeah,
and this
it
new
was
logo
fire.
you got with the new logo with that microphone. Definitely need that for my new computer
Brother's
background.
production is through the roof with
yes, sir.
everything.
The one and only. Follow him at Dre Macon. Follow him. Follow Macon Productions. Yes, sir.
Oh no, I forgot too. August 31st, Boca Raton Championship Wrestling. Summer something. Summer Smash. That's
and
fire too.
And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, this man who was ripped away from us over mistakes, over blasphemy. This man was taken off of our TV screen, and it was especially heinous that he did not come back on our screens. And
not yet.
Not yet. But we ride at dawn for this man. This man is holding it down for our people, our culture. Okay? Make sure you tap in with the one and only Big O Odyssey. Thank you so much for the time, brother. And listen, like I said, these niggas know you were ready. This was new for me, so I was very, very happy and blessed to be able to share this screen with you.
Facts.
I know, I ain't gonna lie to you that when Pun came on the first time after all the news broke and shit, my man Pun, I ain't even know Pun like that, but I wanted to give him a hug, bro. That nigga looked so sad talking to us on this goddamn podcast.
That's my brother, man.
He was heartbroken. I was like, damn, look at this dude. I ain't never even. That was the first time I ever even saw Pun. I was like, he might cry on the show right now. I was like, I'm sad too. That's definitely your man's right there. I'll give you that.
That's my brother, man. That's I stand 10 toes with my brother.
No, that's a fact.
He knows. I go to war for my brother.
I will say life was life but that was last year. And right now, 2025, every single one of us is on the up and up doing something big. And it
Yes,
is
sir.
amazing. So yeah, we went through what we went through last year, but literally every single one of us is going through something different. And it's good that we're all conjoined here. We can chat, we can talk and spread our message out and whatnot. But still, at the end of the day, I'm just proud to see every single one of us in our own different worlds still building and doing something new and doing fantastic work. And I appreciate
as young
that.
black men. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
And
yes.
And
Oh,
shout
thank
out,
you again.
shout out my.
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah, shout out my brother too, because he was the. I always tell him he was the first person to take a chance on me with the podcast. I always remind him he was the first one. He was the first person to like he kicked off like you know what I mean. He helped me out with the pod early when it was in its infancy stages. He took a chance on me. So and that was like literally the start of on his and I's friendship. And I told him I will be forever indebted to you for like the rest of my life, regardless of what you say.
Hey, brothers helping brothers, man. That's what we're here to do. I ain't here to push none of y'all down. I'm here to help each other climb that ladder together. I mean,
for real.
Yeah, I ain't never made it nowhere without help.
I'll leave you with this. Some people try to demand the spotlight. You, my man, command the spotlight.
Much love,
You
brother.
know what I'm
Much
saying?
love.
You command the spotlight. You have a presence. And I remember when I first saw you, I was like, "Oh, this nigga jolly as hell. Let's go."
You ain't even seen me in person
was,
yet. That's the crazy
he was
part.
happy. He's
You ain't even been
smiling.
with me.
I'm like, oh, I was like, that nigga smiling makes me want to smile right now. Let's go. Get more happy niggas out here. I don't need these angry niggas all the time.
Right?
Give me a happy ass nigga like that, bro. And yeah, right from there, I was like, yeah, this dude's got it. This dude's definitely got it. And then like we talked about the debut, literally flawless, chef's kiss. I was on cloud nine after that debut. So yes,
So,
best of luck to you, and thank you again for your time and just being a dope ass person. I'm very appreciative of it. I'm about to call my man's right now and just let him know, he got a wife and kid, he ain't watching. So I'm gonna have to call him right now and be like, nigga, we just had Odyssey on the show. So yes, very appreciative. Ladies and gentlemen, please tune back in next week. Oh, yeah, make sure you join in. Make sure everybody remembers. Same 3D time, same 3D channel. Thank you all, and have a great evening. Big O in the building, bitch. Niggas can't tell me nothing. We got Odyssey in here. Niggas can't tell me nothing, son. I'm outside. Let's go. Let's go.
Real quick, Big O, you want to give your socials? Let them know where to find you.
Oh yeah, you know what to tap in with. IG @_O_show and X. I'm been on X for a while, but I'm not the Xiest. Twitter's different. You know what I mean? Twitter's a whole different world. But you can see me on Twitter at OShow94. Twitter too nasty for me.
Twitter is
don't follow him on
I was
Twitter.
baptized. I can't be on that.
Do not follow him on Twitter. That's what got him in trouble last time. Don't you go follow him on Twitter. Follow him on Instagram. Follow him on Instagram.
Twitter is filled with nothing but especially heinous activities.
Yeah, Twitter is debauchery.
I'm his PR. I'm his PR. Do not follow him on Twitter. Instagram is PCO.
PCO is hilarious.
Crazy. Once again, thank you for taking your time out and kicking it with us and whatnot. Hopefully one day we can have you back on and whatnot. We got to do a Wrestling Jeopardy. We got to do a Wrestling Jeopardy to get that out. But like I said, we got more projects coming soon. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for kicking with us. 3D Wrestling Podcast. We out.
Yes, sir.
Triple H is not a fucking racist. And La Familia is still in this, and now Final Testament has